Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating collision of, cutting-edge tech, global power plays, and the unexpected rise of JD Vance.
Interesting.
All against the backdrop of an AI revolution.
Yeah.
And we've got news articles, political analysis, and even a tech policy expert's take.
Interesting.
Painting a picture of a world in rapid flux.
Yeah. So our mission to figure out how AI is reshaping the balance of power on the world stage and where JD Vance fits into this intricate equation. So
I think what's striking is that we're witnessing a fundamental shift in how nations will wield power and secure their interests. It's not just about military might anymore. AI is becoming the new battleground.
I see.
And the stakes are incredibly high.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Washington Examiner
really hit the nail on the head.
Oh, really?
They said AI will be the foundation of economic and military power in the coming decades. And speaking of shifting power dynamics, a small Chinese startup called DeepSeek has sent shockwaves through the tech world.
DeepSeek.
Yeah.
So DeepSeek's achievement is remarkable.
Oh, yeah?
They've managed to create AI models, essentially sophisticated algorithms trained on massive data sets that rival those from giants like OpenAI.
Wow.
But using significantly less computing power.
Oh, so they're really punching above their weight.
This challenges the assumption that you need near infinite resources to lead in AI.
Right. Everyone just assumes that's the way it works.
It was just assumed that you need these massive server farms and processing power, but DeepSeek is changing the game.
DeepSeek is really changing the game. And this has even former FTC chair Lina Khan questioning America's tech dominance. It's mind-blowing, right?
Yes,
it's like they found a secret pathway in the AI jungle.
Yeah, that's
it really raises a critical question for the listener.
For our listeners out there.
If DeepSeek can achieve this with less, what does it mean for the future of AI development?
Right, what does it mean?
Could we see a surge of innovation from smaller players? Maybe even a democratization of AI technology.
Interesting.
Challenging the established giants.
Yeah, challenging these giants.
That would certainly shake things up.
That would.
It's exciting to imagine a more diverse and competitive landscape.
Yeah.
Potentially sparking a new wave of AI breakthroughs.
A new wave of breakthroughs.
But it also brings us to the Trump administration's concerns about maintaining American leadership in this arena. And that's where Project Stargate enters the picture.
Project Stargate? What's that?
Project Stargate is a $500 billion initiative launched by Trump, partnering with industry titans like OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank.
SoftBank,
The goal is to build a massive AI infrastructure in Texas. Not just focusing on supercomputing, but also on specialized hardware designed for AI processing and algorithm development. So it's a clear response to DeepSeek's challenge and an attempt to solidify American dominance in the AI race.
In this AI race?
Yeah. $500 billion.
That's
a serious commitment.
That's a lot of money.
But it also highlights the tension.
What tension?
Between fostering open, innovation-driven approaches as favored by some European leaders and those advocating for caution. Emphasizing the potential risks and ethical considerations that come with powerful AI.
Yeah, it's this balance.
Yeah, it's a high-stakes balancing act.
Yeah.
And this brings us to J.D. Vance's surprising emergence on the global stage. He's embarking on his first international trip as Vice President. Attending the AI Action Summit in Paris. Followed by the Munich Security Conference. For someone relatively new to politics. It seems like a remarkably high-profile role.
I mean, why him?
Why Vance?
Yeah, why Vance?
What's his connection to all of this?
What's the connection?
Our sources suggest that he's become a key player in what's being called Trump's aggressive new approach to diplomacy.
I see.
He seems to have been tasked with pushing the administration's AI agenda on the world stage. Navigating these complex tensions between innovation and regulation.
These tensions are...
And the Washington Examiner actually called Vance.
Really?
The Trump administration's closer.
Oh, wow.
apparently he played a crucial role in securing Senate confirmations for some of Trump's more controversial cabinet nominees.
Such as?
Including Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence.
Tulsi Gabbard.
And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. As Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Interesting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even Senator Todd Young.
Todd Young.
Who initially had reservations about Gabbard and Kennedy.
Yeah.
Ultimately voted to confirm them.
Oh, wow.
After discussions with Vance.
After talking to Vance.
Yeah. He even said,
oh, really?
He came through.
Wow.
He delivered for me, and I'm grateful for that.
He's a closer.
So this suggests a shrewd political operator, someone who can build bridges and find common ground, even in highly polarized situations.
Yeah.
He's quickly become a force to be reckoned with.
A force to be reckoned with.
So it seems Vance is more than just a figurehead.
More than a figurehead.
He's wielding real influence within the Trump administration.
Within the Trump administration.
So what about his role on the global stage?
On that global stage.
Let's shift our focus to the AI Action Summit.
Okay.
In Paris.
In Paris.
Co-hosted by France and India.
Okay, co-hosted.
It's shaping up to be a showcase of competing visions for the future of AI.
For the future of AI.
France is advocating for investment and regulation.
Investment and regulation.
China wants open access and influence.
Okay.
And the U.S., under Trump, seems to favor a more hands-off, market-driven approach.
Market-driven.
This summit will be a fascinating display of how these different perspectives clash and potentially converge.
Clash and converge.
Adding another layer of intrigue
really
is French President Macron's decision to post those deepfake videos of himself.
Deepfakes?
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
These AI-manipulated videos use technology to alter his voice and image.
Oh, wow.
And he said it was meant to spark a conversation
about
both the potential and dangers of AI.
Potential and dangers.
It was a pretty bold move.
That is,
what do you think?
It is bold. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Macron's strategy cleverly highlights the very real threat of AI being used for malicious purposes.
Yeah.
From spreading misinformation to potentially swaying elections.
Misinformation to swaying elections.
It's a stark reminder that the stakes are incredibly high.
Incredibly high.
And we need to figure out how to harness AI's power while safeguarding against its potential misuse.
Right. How do we do that?
It's like he's saying,
look,
this technology is here.
Right.
And it's powerful.
It's powerful.
We need to address this together.
Yeah.
And speaking of navigating this complex landscape, Vance is expected to push back against tighter AI regulations at the summit.
Interesting.
Which might not sit well with the Europeans who are increasingly wary of potential risks.
Yeah, those risks.
So this summit could be a defining moment for Vance.
For Vance?
For the Trump administration and for the future of global AI governance.
Wow.
His actions here will have ripple effects far beyond this one event.
This one event.
And we'll be right here to unpack it all for you after the break.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break.
All right.
But when we come back, we'll delve even deeper into Vance's role in shaping this new AI-driven world order. Stay tuned.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right. Hashtag TTS, the Deep Dive episode 2025-0210, part 2 of 3.
Welcome back. So we're continuing our deep dive into this AI revolution.
Yeah.
And before the break, we left off with Vance heading into the AI Action Summit.
Yeah.
Ready to push back against tighter regulations. So it seems like he's walking this tightrope.
Yeah.
Between advocating for American interests and maintaining those international partnerships.
Right, those international partnerships.
So
Vance seems to be pushing for what he calls an open, innovation-driven approach to AI, aligning with Trump's broader philosophy of deregulation and letting the private sector take the lead.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how this resonates with European leaders who are much more focused on establishing safeguards to prevent the potential misuse of AI.
It's a clash of philosophies for sure. But it's not just about Europe, right? China is a major player in this AI game as well.
China.
Pouring resources into development and seeking to influence global standards in a way that benefits their own interests.
Exactly. And the emergence of DeepSeek, the Chinese startup we talked about earlier, is a clear sign of China's ambitions in the AI space. They're not content to follow in the footsteps of American tech giants. They're actively vying for a leadership position, aiming to shape the future of AI on a global scale.
So with all these competing interests, is this shaping up to be a winner-take-all race?
Winner-take-all.
For AI dominance? Or could there be room for collaboration and cooperation amidst the competition?
It's likely a mix of both, right? In areas where national security and economic interests are paramount, competition will be fierce. However, there are also opportunities for collaboration, especially on issues like AI safety and ethics. These are global challenges that require a coordinated effort to ensure that AI benefits all of humanity.
Figuring out how to prevent AI from being used to develop autonomous weapons, for instance.
Exactly.
Or ensuring that AI development doesn't exacerbate existing inequalities. Those are issues that transcend national borders. So it seems that finding common ground on these shared challenges will be crucial.
It's crucial.
Even while nations are also competing for dominance.
Indeed. And it's encouraging to see that these issues are being discussed at the highest levels of government and international organizations. The AI Action Summit, for instance, provides a platform for world leaders to engage in these crucial conversations.
Speaking of the summit, it seems JD Vance's role there went beyond simply echoing Trump's views.
Oh, really?
He surprised many by engaging with leaders who hold differing opinions.
Oh, wow.
Even advocating for certain ethical considerations
in
AI development.
So this points to a more nuanced strategy from Vance.
It seems
There's not just a mouthpiece for the administration. He's actively shaping policy and engaging in a more diplomatic approach than many anticipated.
It's interesting to see how Vance is leveraging his diverse background as a former venture capitalist, author, and now politician, to navigate these complexities. He seems to understand both the innovative potential of AI and the potential pitfalls that need to be addressed.
He's also demonstrated an ability to connect with those who feel apprehensive about the rapid pace of technological change, assuring them that AI can be a force for good if developed and deployed responsibly. His ability to bridge those differing perspectives could be a key asset in shaping global AI governance.
So it seems Vance is playing a much more significant role on the world stage than anyone initially anticipated. But what does this mean for the future of AI?
What does this mean?
Will America be able to maintain its position as a global leader in this new AI-driven world?
Well, that remains to be seen, The global landscape is shifting. The rise of actors like DeepSeek challenges the notion that AI dominance is solely an American pursuit. We're moving toward a multipolar world where power is more diffused and collaboration becomes increasingly vital.
It makes you wonder.
It does.
What does it even mean to win the AI race? Is it about technological superiority, economic dominance, or something else entirely?
Perhaps it's about finding a balance, a way to foster innovation while mitigating risks, a way to ensure that AI benefits all of humanity, rather than becoming a tool for division and control. It's a complex equation with no easy answers.
And that complexity is what makes this deep dive so fascinating. We're starting to understand how AI is not just reshaping geopolitics. It's forcing us to rethink fundamental assumptions about power, innovation, and even human nature. But before we get too philosophical, let's take a moment to consider this. How do you, the listener, feel about these rapid advancements in AI?
How do you feel?
Do you share the excitement of those pushing for unfettered innovation? Or do you echo the concerns of those advocating for caution and regulation? Perhaps you see both sides of the coin.
Both sides.
What role do you think government should play in shaping the future of this technology?
What role should governments play? Hashtag TTS, the deep dive episode 2025-0210, part 3 of 3.
It really is mind-boggling to think about.
It is.
This AI revolution is unfolding before our eyes, and it's reshaping the world in ways we're only beginning to grasp.
Yeah.
We've talked about global power plays,
Yeah.
competing visions for the future, and the unexpected rise of JD Vance as a key player in this new AI-driven world.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, there's this deeper layer to all of this.
There is.
Something that touches on the very essence
of
what it means to be human in a world increasingly intertwined with intelligent machines.
I mean, what's truly fascinating is how AI compels us to reconsider fundamental assumptions about power, innovation, and even our own nature. For centuries, power has been defined by tangible assets, land, armies, natural resources. But AI is shifting the balance toward what we might call intangible resources.
Tangible.
Data, algorithms, computing power. It's almost like the rules of the game are changing right in front of us.
So you're saying that in this new era, a nation's strength might not be solely measured by its military might or economic output.
Not at all.
But also by its mastery of AI and data.
Exactly.
Like a new form of currency is emerging on the global stage.
Exactly. And the shift also disrupts traditional ideas about innovation. It's no longer solely the domain of massive corporations with limitless budgets. DeepSeek, that small Chinese startup we discussed, has demonstrated that ingenuity and creativity can still outmaneuver brute force. At least in the realm of AI.
It's a bit of a David and Goliath story, isn't it?
It is.
And a reminder that even in this rapidly evolving technological landscape, there's still room for disruption and for new players to emerge, challenging the established order. But perhaps the most profound implication of AI lies in how it forces us to confront
what does it mean?
What it means to be human in an age where machines are becoming increasingly capable.
We're getting really capable.
Challenging long-held notions of intelligence, creativity, and even consciousness. This feels almost like we're entering a new philosophical era.
It does.
Where the lines between human and machine are becoming increasingly blurred.
They're getting blurred.
We're grappling with questions that were once confined to the realm of science fiction, but are now becoming very real and very urgent.
Very, very urgent.
And it's figures like JD Vance who are at the forefront of navigating these uncharted waters. They're shaping the narratives, policies, and global frameworks.
These frameworks
that will guide us through this complex and often unsettling terrain.
It is unsettling.
It's a daunting responsibility. But as we've seen throughout this deep dive, Vance has shown a willingness to engage with diverse viewpoints and a capacity to bridge ideological divides. Perhaps those qualities will be crucial in shaping a future where AI is used to empower individuals and address humanity's most pressing challenges.
The most pressing challenges.
Ultimately, it's about ensuring that we remain the architects of our own destiny. Even as we create machines that are capable of learning. Adapting. And even exceeding our own intelligence. It's about harnessing AI's potential while safeguarding against its potential pitfalls. So as we wrap up our exploration of this fascinating intersection of AI and geopolitics, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
The key takeaway.
What's the one thing? They should walk away pondering.
Well, I think the future of AI is not predetermined. It's being shaped right now by the choices we make, the conversations we have, and the actions we take. We need to be informed, engaged, an active participant in this unfolding narrative.
I think that's a powerful message to leave our listeners with.
It is.
As you go about your day, consider this. What role do you want AI to play in your life? In your community. And in the world. What steps can you take? However small. To ensure that this technology is used in a way that benefits all of humanity. Because the future is not something that simply happens to us.
It's not.
It's something we create together.
We create together.
And perhaps that's the most hopeful aspect of this entire conversation.
I think so.
That amidst the complexities and uncertainties, we still retain the power to shape the future.
We do.
To guide AI's development in a direction that aligns with our values and aspirations.
That's a fantastic note to end on.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into AI, geopolitics, and the rise of JD Vance. We hope you found it insightful, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Inspiring.
It's been a pleasure exploring these complex topics with you.
Likewise.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the ideas that are shaping our world.